weren't sure if we would get a guilty on all three accounts. And so I can just tell you that the emotions just kind of heightened each after each announcement. I mean, I was over with the emotion, and I was fully, crying, and it was just like all of that explosion of emotion all at one time. I can't describe it. It was one of the best days of my life.
You were at the courthouse in the overflow room, I understand, there with other family members and friends. Quite an experience for not just you, but everybody in that room.
Yes, we actually were room together.
What are you hoping this verdict and her cousin's death in police custody will lead to? I know that you are George Floyd Foundation. What now? What?
Well, the next step is, I mean, we've been on this journey since this all started, and getting that conviction was a victory for us. But we know we can't stop there. The next step is we're going to keep fighting for the legislation. We want to get the George Floyd Policing Reform Act passed, and so we know that that's going to be a lot of work for us. We're going to put in the efforts. We're going to keep our voices out there. There is one at the federal level that we've been working on, and also in the state of Texas where we live, we're also working on a reform act there as well.
You mentioned Texas, George Floyd. We all know his name now. You know him, of course, and knew him as Perry growing up in the Third Ward, CUNY homes. Tell us about him. Tell us about memories you have of him.
Well, wow, we didn't have a lot of money, so family all we had, and so our best times spent together, you know, doing just typical things. We, together, hung out together. He was, a big, he was a big person. And so people were just drawn to him. And, our family being, very, open and generous. My aunt took in a lot of people, and most of the people that we took in were his friends. So I always remember that we always had a house full, but it was always a good time. We were a very close family. We still are, but we also had our community, which was our big extended family. We relied on each other.
Yeah, we talked to George Floyd's, your friends too, down in Houston, over the last few months, and they said to Miss Sissy's house, she would set you up. And we heard.
Absolutely. And
oh, go ahead.
She got from her mother, and so my mom and his mom, they all had that in common. It's, we never let anybody be hungry, or his house was the place to go.
The state wants Judge Cahill to sentence Derek Chauvin to higher sentence than the 12 and a half years that are called for in the sentencing guidelines. What do you want to see happen in terms of punishment for Derek Chauvin?
Obviously, our family wants to see the highest punishment possible for him, because we've suffered the ultimate loss. We can't get our Perry back. He's gone from us forever, and so that is what we would hope for. But we are realistic, and we know that we may not get the very highest for the best, and we're going to keep praying for it.
We saw at the press conference yesterday, you were there, a lot of folks were there, and Gianna was there, his daughter that we've all known. How is she?
Gianna is doing well in spite of everything that's going on around her. We just, shielded her from some things, and